Shiver me timbers, Ernie.
Oh, at any rate,
this is Irish.
This is Ernie Johnson, and we got Shaq, and we got Kenny.
Shiver me timbers.
Tonight we'll be.
We hope you're wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's getting noisy here in Boston. We're at the home of the Celtics. They're one of the top flight teams in the league with the second best record in the Eastern Conference.
And I think for Boston, what a start to the season it's been for them. I mean, it has taken them no time to find that rhythm. They have looked fantastic from day one.
And, Greg, we knew they had potential, but thought it would take a while. What's been surprising is how quickly they've made it happen.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Paul George. Kufis out there with Patrick Patterson. Then there's Hill, and it's Ellis at the two guard. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Yes. Ellis has got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Pacers. Conley kicks to Whiteside. Out to Conley. Feeds it to Crowder. Whiteside a screen. Bradley, no one around him. Nails the wide open jump shot. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Outside, George. The dish to Kufis. Unloads from 9. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Kufis has got his first points of the game. Well, it was the Boston Celtics, their last game, a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And, guys, just look at the turnover stats in that game. You're not going to win giving it up as many times as they did.
Not unless you play an even tougher brand of defense on your end and force more turnovers for the other side. That's the only way you're going to get that thing squared away.
And so it's Indiana with it, following the three-pointer by Boston. Now, here's Patterson. Not a lot of room. Patterson setting the pick for Hill. Here's Kufis. Banked in off the glass.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Now here's Conley. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And also his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved. Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now, here is George. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Knicks in New York.
And also 4 blocks. I mean, just an important factor on both ends.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Here is Conley. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game. Here's Simmons, and another basket for Boston.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Ellis kicks to George. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. George has got 5 now.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Crowder kicks to Simmons. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
George dishes to Ellis. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the night. And so Monte Ellis nails both of them. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Conley with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. to the paint. Kicks it out to Bradley. And again, Boston with the triple. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
There's the pick. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. Can't get it to go. Bradley with some nice D. Crowder kicks to Simmons. Outside Conley. Right side with it. Goofus is there. Conley. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And it's Hill penetrating. No luck.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish. Somebody forgot to finish it.
Conley kicks to Crowder. Right side, high post. Pass to Crowder. Nice ball movement by Boston. Just 4 to shoot. Poke loose. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And then George with the jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. And so here is Indiana after the basket by Boston. And stolen by Whiteside. Bradley kicks to Simmons. Whiteside, the pass to Simmons. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Now here's Ellis. 14 points from him the last game against the Knicks in New York.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Now, here is George. Following the miss by Avery Bradley. And George, here we go. Second shot opportunity. Hill has the open look. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, Frank Vogel and I got a chance to talk for a bit. With this being their first meeting of the year, he stressed to his team to rely on their instincts on the offensive end, saying, we do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses and not forcing anything. As long as we can continue doing that here, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if that holds true, guys.
And thanks as always, Doris. And guys, the emphasis on quality shooting, getting those chances identified by their coach is a key for them.
I think that means they must work as a complete unit out there, cooperate, sharing the ball, and try to limit the one-on-one play.
And if they can do that, they will have success shooting the basketball. I think it's guaranteed.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Boston. Morrow comes in for Avery Bradley. Indiana also making some changes. Turner's checked in for Kutas. Hill comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's C.J. Miles in for Ellis. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well. And getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game. And that one falls for Conley. And so Mike Conley nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
So timeout call here, the first for Indiana. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
Boston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. To the middle. It's stolen by Hill. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. Here's Miles. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And it's Conley penetrating. Pass to Morrow. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Here's Simmons. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Simmons got 8 points.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
And here is Hill. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Knicks in New York.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
Short. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Simmons. 17 points for him last game against New Orleans. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Celtics have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage. 7.
Boy, I tell you what, you can't even compare their numbers at the free throw line last season to the numbers this year. I mean, they are so much better.
The Celtics making a switch here. Smart's checked in. And Whiteside sends it back. It's Crawford on the wing. Takes the 3. Hill gets the rebound. Pacers trail by 4. Here's Miles. And Whiteside sends it back. Smart kicks to Crawford. Down low. And there's the foul. It goes on C.J. Miles. That's his first foul. Boston making a switch here. Bender's checked in. Now Smart. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Pass to Simmons. Boston, no good that time either.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
And George, here we go. That is good. George has got 11 points.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
To the middle. It's stolen by Hill. And now it's Hill running. He can go all the way. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover. Stolen by Smart. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Morrow kicks to Simmons. Look at that jam. Beautiful. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And on paper, you'd call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
Yeah, it was a surprising outcome for me and you. But hey, sometimes matchups can play out a certain way. We'll see how they do tonight.
He's checked in for Indiana. .158 left in the first quarter of the game. Hill, no good.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Dishes it to Simmons. Morrow the pass to Simmons. Nice ball movement by Boston. To the paint. Morrow kicks to Crawford. Plenty of space. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
The feed to Miles. Pick up by Hill. Five on the clock. Here's George. Indiana again missing. 1:03 left in the first quarter of the game. There's Crawford with the three. Crawford missing again. Pacers trail by 6. Hill dishes to Miles. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 4 assists now tonight.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Here's Hill, following the bucket by the Celtics. Kicks to Miles. 29 seconds left here in the first quarter. The pass to George. Hill dishes to Mahinmi. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And it's Hill. That time the assist from Mahinmi. Hill's got 5 now. Celtics leading by 3. Now here's Smart. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. There's a screen. He dishes it to Morrow. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Sure. Can't get it to go. And that concludes a pack. And power forward Patrick Patterson, getting better every season. He said that his college career at Kentucky really helped prepare him for his life as a pro. Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
Yep, Velcro valutility, I call him, the kind of guy who his teammates just love. I mean, they know he's always going to have their back, and he's always going to work hard. He's going to do what he's supposed to do and be where he's supposed to be and do it when he's supposed to do it.
And welcome back as we continue our St. Paddy's Day broadcast. And the Celtics, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
They've got Jared Sullinger. Anthony Morrow out there with Smart. Then it's Crawford and Bender. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Morrow, that's a 2-pointer. The wing jumper off target.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Mahinmi kicks to Miles. To the inside. Crawford with the ball. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Sullinger inside. Mahinmi on him. Sullinger no good.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Here's Smart after the made shot from Monte Ellis. Down low. And here's Morrow outside. Good. Morrow's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Now here's Ellis. He has 6. He kicks to Hill. 5 on the clock. Patterson, the screen. Shot off the screen. And that one hits back iron. Mahinmi passes to Hill. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. He feeds it to Ellis. Tries again. And he sinks the layup. Ellis has got 4 points in the quarter.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
The Celtics have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Smart kicks to Morrow. Sullinger left side and stolen by Patterson. Ellis wide open. The second chance effort, and it's good on the way in. Patterson's got it all tied up now for Indiana.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Celtics passing it around. Shot clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Bender, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And now the 2K leaderboard, a list of the teams that have rebounded the ball tremendously over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Celtics.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Crowder comes in for Jamal Crawford. And Mike Conley subbed in for Marcus Smart. Conley against Ellis. Mark down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
All right, here's a look at stats for Hill. His last 10 games, he's averaging 11 points a game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And, guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And, fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Boston. Here's Miles. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 5th assist in this one.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Conley. To the paint, feeds it to Sullinger. Connects on the 17-footer.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Hill dishes to Turner. Pick up by Hill. Turner passes to Ellis. It's deflected. And the basket by Hill.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Conley. Following the basket by George Hill. Inside. Here's Bender. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Boston making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. Now here is Hill. He has 7. Here's Kufis. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Take note of the work they've done on the offensive glass. Guys, they've got a ton of putbacks.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Whiteside's checked in for Boston. Hill against Conley. Here's Simmons. He's got 12. And it's Miles with the rebound. Takes the 13-footer. it on the jump shot. Miles has got 4 points now in the quarter.
The defender was spinning around like an agitator in a washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
Now here's Crowder, who provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
George is checked in for Hill. Boston on D, trailing by 5, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Pacers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
They've been ineffective in disrupting Ellis's game. He's got 10 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times the game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Coach can't be pleased with their inconsistency on the defensive glass. They've been caught taking pictures out there. They're watching, as opposed to getting in there and securing the arm.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Paul George. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here is Conley, following the miss by Miles Turner. And Simmons kicks to Conley. There's the dish to Simmons. Pocket 6. Crowder, the pass to Whiteside. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Let's give it up for your Celtics dancers.
Pacers leading by 5.
All right, let's keep it going for your Celtics dancers.
And here's George. He's got 11. Off the screen, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella is all about power and force.
Here's Simmons, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Now here's Ellis. 10 points for him. Now Conley. They set the pick. Pass to Simmons. Wants to get it back to Whiteside and does.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Pass to Kufis. Here's Turner. Outside for George. Here's Kufis. The rebound by the Celtics. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Passes it to Crowder. Conley up top. Defended by Kufis. 6 to shoot. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down to 1 in the bucket from Mike Conley.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Indiana again missing.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Crowder kicks to Whiteside. And that one is stuffed right through. But this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? And they just keep flip-flopping the lead again and again and again.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Now here's Conley following the miss by Miles Turner. Simmons dishes to Whiteside. From past the arc. Conley's shot is off. The Pacers have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Now the feed to Turner. Tries to snap the cold streak. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Assist from Paul George.
Here's Conley. 6 points for him. Dishes to Simmons. Kicks to Crowder. And again, it's Boston converting.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now, here's Kufis. Rebound, Boston. Whiteside's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Crowder. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And he gets it to go. 15 points for Paul George.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Outside Conley. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Mahinmi's checked in for the Pacers. Hill comes in for Turner. 1:24 left in the first half of basketball. Conley into the lane. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by George.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim. The last few weeks, you see how Boston stacks up. First in rebounding, first in assists. And they have definitely learned the finer points of transition basketball. I mean, they own the most fast break points in the NBA.
And also, I love their work on the boards. I mean, they put multiple bodies in the paint. Truly a team effort, and that's why they're the best in the league.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. The pass to Whiteside. Here's Conley. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
George with no one around. That doesn't go either for George. Boston shooting 47% from the floor since the end of the first quarter. Feeds to Simmons. Back to Whiteside. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
Now here's Ellis. 10 points for him. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he converts the layup. Ellis has got 8 points here in this quarter.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Frank Vogel. And, Coach, you've got...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. The biggest lead for them during the period was 6. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the... And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Paul George really making a difference here.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. We've got George Hill. Paul George is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then there's Kufis, and it's Ellis in at the shooting guard position. Conley, the pass to Crowder. Now here's Conley. To the paint. Kicks it out to Bradley. It's Bradley on the wing. Tries from 10. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. That's 12 points now in the game for Hassan Whiteside. Pacers shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Ellis against Bradley. And Ellis is good for 3. Ellis has got 15 points. Celtics trail by 3. Conley kicks to Simmons. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
The dish to Kufis. He kicks it to Hill. Comes up empty down low.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Pass to Whiteside. Inside. Simmons dishes to Crowder. Celtics passing it around. It's Bradley on the wing. Simmons. He feeds it to Conley. Crowder with it. 7 points in the game. He dishes it to Whiteside. To the inside. And stolen by Patterson. George passes to Patterson. Another shot. Kicks it out to Ellis. Right side George. They shoot again. And he gets the jumper to drop. George has got 17 now.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
There's the pick. Crowder kicks to Simmons. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hill. And George now top of the key. And it's Ellis penetrating. And he gets it to go. Now it's a 7-point Indiana lead.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
Paul George really making a difference here.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And a change for the Pacers. Turner's checked in. Here's Bender. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. They'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Here's the screen. Crawford against Ellis. 18 feet out. That doesn't go either for George.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Bender. Turner covering. Now here's Smart. Tight defense on him. To the middle. And stolen by Patterson. Now here's Hill. The fast break opportunity. Ellis, that's good. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Indiana.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
McDermott, no one around him. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Pacers leading by 7. It's Hill on the wing. He's got 9. Pass to Patterson. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And Kevin plays like that. Really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
And the basket by Hill. And now an 11-point Indiana lead.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for McDermott.
Anthony Morrow.
Here's Smart. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. To the paint. Turner with the steal. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. That is good. George has got 21.
And guys, give them credit. I mean, they've taken advantage of the turnovers in the open floor.
Converting them into points is what they've done, and that's been a big factor in this game, guys.
On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Out left to the wing. Smart kicks to Crawford. Stolen by George. Passes it to Hill. And there's the feed to Ellis. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Jamal Crawford. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 7 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
Ellis, right side. It's tipped. Here's Morrow. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Dishes it to Sullinger. It's tipped. Smart passes to Morrow. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists now in this one.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Celtics trail by 10. Crawford dishes to Sullinger. Down low. Nice ball movement by Boston. To the middle. Crawford is screen on Turner. Clock at 6. Here's Sullinger. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Sullinger's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Celtics. Deep 2 from Hill. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The Celtics have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Smart kicks to Crawford. Inside. Puts it up from 17. It's rebounded by Ellis. Ellis has got 3 rebounds now in this one. The pass to Hill. That's good. Hill's got 13.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Sullinger the screen. They set the screen. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. He has 6.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Both teams will make substitutions. Indiana leading by 8. George passes to Miles. Kicks it to Mahimi. Feeds to Hill. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Simmons kicks to Smart. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And we always talk about making your teammates better. That assist was right on target.
Outside, George. He slams it down right on top of Hassan Whiteside.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Mike Conley's checked in for the Celtics. Whiteside, a screen on Hill. And it's Conley penetrating. Shot clock at 6. Whiteside, good.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Dish now to Miles. Outside, George, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Why don't we take this chance now to show you the most active wing defenders in the league? These are this season's steals leaders at small forward. Fifth best, Paul George.
I mean, if you're an opposing small forward, this could also be called a list of the league's most annoying players. I mean, they will be in your jersey all night when you're up against them.
Greg, they are an elite group of defenders. I mean, they don't just make it difficult for opposing small forwards. They pester entire teams with their activity, jumping in the passing lanes, being active with their hands and feet. Very impressive defensively.
Hill dishes to Hill. And here is Hill. 13 points in the game. Clock at 6. Outside for George. Some nice passing here by Indiana. From deep three-point range, but they'll get another chance.
Nice job on the offensive glass.
Mahimi's shot is good.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebound.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
Crawford gets to Conley. Pass to Whiteside. He feeds it to Crawford. Can't get it to go. And Indiana will come the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Hill to the right side. Miles the pass to Hill. There's the pick. Outside Hill. And Miles kicks to George. Good on the triple. And now it's an 11-point Pacer lead.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Whiteside dishes to Crawford. And it's Whiteside off the drive. He kicks to McDermott. They get the rebound. Simmons passes to Crawford. Right wing. 30 seconds left in the third. Conley kicks to Simmons. Back to Conley. McDermott dishes to Whiteside. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Here's George. He's got 26. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
High arcing shot. The third quarter comes to a close. Indiana out in front. They're up by 9. We've got more in store for you right after this. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Indiana leading by 9. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Boston. Conley out there with McDermott. And it's Crawford. And it's Simmons in at the power forward. That free throw good from Trimble. Celtics making a switch here. Smart's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Celtics on offense. Bender. Turner covering. To the inside. Simmons. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
Now Miles. From downtown, and he gets the bucket. And the Pacers lead by 12.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Here's Simmons.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
Balanced scoring, Clark, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score, and that makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watch it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Smart pitch to Crawford. Misses the three.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Ellis, the pass to Kufis. And it's good.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Here's Simmons, defended by Kufis. Simmons dishes to Crawford. Just 5 to shoot. In the corner, it's McDermott. Here's Smart. Offensive rebound. Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to Crawford. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
There's the screen. Ellis kicks to Kufis. Turner passes to Kufis. Drilled from 11 feet out. And the Pacers lead by 14.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Here's Simmons. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. Simmons got 22 points.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Ellis goes in. No luck. Celtics trail by 12. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Here's Kufis, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Kufis has got 6 in the quarter.
You know, in the NBA, you got to hustle on every single play, and they're not doing that right now.
Yeah, and they're on the losing end of all these second chance opportunities.
The feed now to Ellis.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
The rebound by Monte Ellis. Pacers leading by 9. He dishes it to Miles. Kufis the pass to Patterson. Lays it up and banks it in.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
The Celtics have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are. They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Whiteside's checked in for the Celtics. Crowder comes in for Jamal Crawford. The Pacers also with a sub. Hill's checked in. Kufis kicks to Ellis. Patterson, the screen. Here's Miles. Here's Kufis. That one falls through. It's his sixth make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Crowder dishes to Whiteside. Passes it to Smart. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
That's good. Kufis has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Yeah, something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand.
Here's Whiteside. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Whiteside's got 19 points.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the knee without thinking twice about it.
Outside Hill. No one near him. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And now Ellis running the floor all by himself.
Well, now they've lost the starch in their shirt, guys. They're demoralized. A careless play to turn it over and then slow to get back on defense, lethargic.
It looks like their legs are gone at this point. I mean, I don't think a comeback bid is in the offing.
Smart misses. Pacers leading by 13. Patterson, the screen. Kufis. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Kufis has got 12 points here in the second half.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Smart passes to Simmons. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Whoa. That'll wake you up.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Hill playing well. 13 points, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
Whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been a disruptive force out on the floor.
That one is off. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Boston. Conley now comes in for Marcus Smart. George is checked in for the Pacers. He hits the second from the line. Celtics trail by 14. Now here's Conley. They set the screen. Whiteside sets the pick for Conley. Morrow, that's a 2-pointer, and it's Boston with another.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
And George kicks to Ellis. A floater, rebounded by the Celtics. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound in this one. Dishes to Crowder. Off target with his 3. Pacers leading by 12. Stolen by Michael Conley. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. Whiteside dishes to Simmons. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Patterson setting the pick for Ellis. Now here is George, defended by Crowder. And George kicks to Patterson. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Whiteside kicks to Conley. Whiteside a screen. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 5 assists tonight.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Ellis.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Conley, the pass to Simmons. Feeds it to Crowder. For the 3. There's the bucket. Good. Crowder's got it back down to single digits for the Celtics.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took him as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
A nice shot by Kufis.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Whiteside, no good. Pacers leading by 9. The pass to Patterson. On the wing, George. Indiana moving the ball around. Conley against Hill. A nice shot by Kufis. Kufis has got 22.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Conley dishes to Simmons. The 3 from Morrow. Kufis grabs the miss. Kufis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Patterson setting the pick for Hill. From deep, George. Rebound, Boston. 1:06 left in the 4th quarter. Whiteside gets to Conley. Stolen by George.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Pacers.
The key here, Clark, second chance points.
Well, they pounded the offensive glass, and Kevin, I also think they won the 50-50 balls, too.
And